Hey guys, it's Anthony with Advanced Vector, and we're back. It's been a bit of a break on my channel. I think I may have done a video a few months ago on Eve or whatnot, but I'm coming back and I want to start doing a series of reviews from things that I buy. I buy quite a bit in the technology space, as you can imagine, and I've focused more on video games in the past. And I don't know. I guess I'm not very good at it. It's not something I've been super successful with. So I'm going to kind of delve more into the technology side. I did a few videos a few years ago about a rendering rig that I built, and that was fantastic and great. Since then, I've kind of moved on to some different things, but I want to focus more on the technology, and so. I've decided that I'll start doing this with things that I buy, especially things that I kind of take a chance on that I'm not quite sure about, so I can bite the bullet and see if it works so that you don't have to. Anyways, so I've got a couple of projects in mind revolving around my Proxmox cluster. I've been building that back up, and so I run Ceph underneath that, or I should say I want to run Ceph underneath that. I have a ZFS server, FreeNAS, that I use for all of my storage, and currently that's what my Proxmox cluster is accessing for VM storage and stuff like that as well for the disk images. But I wanted something that offered a little bit more availability. I find that when who knows what happens, often my daughters might accidentally turn off my storage server or anything like that, or if I need to take it down for maintenance, I pretty much lose internet in my whole house. I have my DNS. I shouldn't say I lose internet. I lose DNS resolution because I've got my domain controller over there that does all of my DNS resolution and that kind of stuff. So anyways, to kind of bring it back into perspective for this video, in this video I want to talk about a few items that I recently bought for that cluster, but I kind of want to just review them separately. So we'll take a look at them on Amazon first. So the first one that I got three of these Transcend 128GB NVMe drives. It looks like they're all sold out now. These I buy mine. They were shipped from and sold by Amazon. I believe I got them for about $30, maybe $31. We can see now that Amazon does not have any more of these available currently, but I'm sure these will pop back up. From time to time at about this same price point. So the other thing that we're going to look at today is these NVMe PCI Express adapters. So as we can see on this thing, we've got the M.2 slot here that just converts that into a ×4 slot. Well, I guess a ×2 slot on your motherboard. We'll jump over to my my other camera here. And we'll take a look at these drives here. Of course, again, you can see that I got three of them, and hopefully that's in full view. All right, and I don't know. I from just looking at them in the package, I mean, they look like they're pretty decently packaged, I guess, compared to other SSDs that I've got. So we'll go ahead, and I think I can just open one of these up by tearing into the back here, and then we'll take a look and see if I can tell anything from the chip itself. I'm not a chip expert, but as long as no bits or anything fly off of it, I guess that's a win in my book. And we'll bring it in a little bit here so you guys can read this. Focus. There we go. So we can see there that we've got this, looks like they're made in Taiwan. Again, I don't know exactly what else we might see here, but it seems just like another chip. It looks like maybe on some of their bigger models they put some chips across the back here as well. We can also see some codes there, so if that means anything to anyone, they can take a look. I was trying to look, and I guess, let me see if I can get this angled right so you guys could read the code of the numbers on this memory chip here. Let me actually bring that in a little bit more, and I'll probably have to manually focus this in. Oops. Let me bring that back. Alright, there we go. So it looks like PFH3037AS2002. So for those chip warriors out there that know a whole lot more about this stuff than me, if that helps you at all, hopefully that can help guide your decision to purchase one of these things. So I'm going to go ahead and put this back in the slot here for now, until I install that a little bit later today in my my units. So the other thing we wanted to look at, and again, I did buy 3 of these things, and these are those PCI Express to NVMe adapters. My heart tells me that these should work, so hopefully, but my mind is a little skeptical. So hopefully that works out. So that's cool. So they provide both adapters where you want the low profile, or it looks like the high profile comes installed by default, as well as it looks like it comes with the standoffs and a little screw, and it has an extra one on there, so that's pretty nice in case you lose one or whatever. So I'm gonna go ahead and put that other one back in the box. But from this perspective, we can see right here. Well, again, let me bring that in a little bit more. We've got the PCI Express 3.0 ×4 slot, which is weird. I swear that on the listing it said ×2, but to M.2. Now, one thing they did say is that this specifically will only work with the M key style. So, you know, you've got some of them that have another notch over here. I think that's called the B key. And those just typically run at normal solid state drives. They're just a lot smaller. So this one does not support that. It only supports the M key as indicated right here. But all in all, I mean, it feels pretty sturdy. That PCB is pretty stout. I like that it's black. In this particular case, it doesn't matter because it's just going in servers. But if I were to put this inside of a different PC build that maybe had a tempered glass side or something, so you're looking in there, it's not that ugly green PCB color. You know, a lot of the nicer motherboards these days are black, so that would definitely match nicely with that. I'm going to go ahead and just open up another one to make sure. So these ones, actually, if we flip back over here and look, I just wanted to say, yeah, these ones were $8.99, and that was the price I got. I got them on Amazon Prime, so that was free shipping. They came in like 2 days, so that was nice. Anyways, they were pretty cheap. They were on the cheaper end of the ones available. You know, there's several of those out there. You know, kind of choose your Chinese vendor type of a deal. There's a bunch of them that are out there. But I decided to, again, take a risk on something that was a little cheaper. I don't need anything fancy. These are just sitting in a storage cluster that I have for my Proxmox. And a little more trouble with that box, but here we go. And it looks like exactly the same thing. So we've got the black PCB screws, the additional low profile standoff, and we'll just check this bad boy and make sure there's nothing gonna fall off of it. And yeah, we've got our one capacitor here, and then you can just kind of see those PCI Express lanes just port right over to here. Alright, hey guys, real quick, I did, you know, I wasn't going to, so this is actually happening in the future, but really quick, I'm just going to show you how to install these things, because for the life of me, it took me 5 minutes to figure it out. And then I did see that in the product listing on Amazon for this particular NVMe to PCI Express adapter, it did show you how to do it, but just in case you're watching this and you know, don't want to have to bother, I might as well show you how to do it real quick. So it's not that bad, and it's actually kind of genius once you figure it out. But basically, you go ahead and you insert your drive in here. So I was trying to take this little piece, and I thought, well, maybe that unscrews or whatnot, and you know, fit it through these holes, and that's totally not. It's not even like that. I feel a little bit silly for not just seeing it right away. But then you take that little piece, and it's got the slot, the cutout in it, and you slip that right onto the end of that slot in your NVMe drive, and then you hold it and flip it over, grab your little screwdriver, if I can get this on here, and then you'll just screw it in, and it goes in really well. Everything lines up right, so that's, you know, kudos on them for making a good product, and that is basically how you do it. I think that's going to do it for these. Definitely leave a comment if you want to see more new things. I'll be doing reviews on some of the other things again. I'm also probably going to do a video on how these perform after I integrate them into my Ceph cluster and how that all turns out. But if you liked the video and you want to see more of these, definitely hit that like button. And if you could subscribe to the channel, that helps a lot. We appreciate your support. Leave a comment. Let me know how I'm doing. That would be great. And until then, we'll have a good one.